Summer, summer, summertime. Hey again, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Peters with eXp Realty, and I'm so sorry about that intro. Are you moving to Florida and feeling nervous about the heat and humidity? Well, today I'm going to take you for a ride, and that ride is how to survive. I thought I should break down some key factors that will make your summer more comfortable and enjoyable. We all know Florida's a tropical climate and it's supposed to be hot, and it is. But I mean, is it really that much hotter than any other place during the summer? Also, yes. But as September approaches, I'm so glad it's almost over. If you don't mind sand or salt water, get to the beach. We have lots of those in Northeast Florida. 22 miles of beaches, actually. And it's gonna feel so much cooler with that breeze. We are surrounded by water. You can utilize many ways to cool off during the summer. Boating, kayaking, paddleboarding. Just use caution when you're swimming in fresh water. Gators. But we do have a lot of community pools. I get tons of questions about whether or not a pool is necessary here. And while I definitely recommend investing in one in some shape or form, you definitely don't need your own pool. But you should have access to at least a pool or 5. If you decide against having a pool at your home, I do think you'll need to be able to at least use a friend's pool, a community pool, or even join a gym that has a pool you can use. Check out a video I made called Swimming Pools, where I talk about the maintenance and costs of owning a pool. One of the biggest perks of living in Florida is all the outdoor hobbies it allows, like skating, like biking, like golfing. And you can still do those things. Do I have to lock myself indoors during the summer? Absolutely not. Especially being a realtor, of course not. I'm always outside in the elements. The heat, the storms, the bugs, all of it. However, if I'm intentionally trying to stay out of the heat, there are lots of things to do locally that doesn't involve being outside. We have really great museums here. We have iFly, which is an indoor skydiving experience. Top Golf is a popular spot if you just really need to get your driving range on and don't want to be out in the heat. A lot of people will actually save their home improvement projects for when it's too hot outside. That means less worry of having to tackle something like that later in the year when the weather is perfect for sitting outside. If you're looking for a way to check out different spots to grab a cocktail during the summer, you can also participate in a bar crawl. Ideally, having a garage to park your car is perfect. But if you don't have that, or even a covered carport area that keeps your vehicle out of direct sunlight, then I strongly recommend you get those windows tinted and even buy a sunshade to put on top of your windshield. You'll find out quickly. The good parking spots are the ones underneath the shade, and it is an acceptable trade-off for a longer walk. Stock up on your essentials like an umbrella and rain boots, because summer thunderstorms come out of nowhere. In Florida, having a good air conditioning system is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Going without this is far beyond just being uncomfortable. It's really dangerous. If you're buying a home with an older HVAC, I recommend having that inspected to see how much serviceable life is left on that unit. Once you're already in the home, it's not a bad idea to stick to a regular maintenance schedule. And of course, you should expect that your electric bill will be higher in the summer. But ceiling fans are a great way to cut down on those costs. If you're buying a home that doesn't have ceiling fans, consider installing them. You'll probably need to tweak the skincare routine during these months. Definitely incorporate sunscreen if you plan on having a lot of outdoor activities. No excuses, no matter what the cloud coverage looks like. In fact, the worst sunburn of my life was during gray skies. It was drizzling rain and the sun was nowhere in sight. It was so cloudy. So just sunscreen all the time. The humidity is intense. You will sweat, but it does keep our skin and eyes from drying out. Always up the antioxidants and vitamin C serums in the summer. And it's definitely understandable if you want to put your moisturizers in your refrigerator. It's an easy way to cool down when the temperatures just won't let up. Most importantly, love yourself and drink your water. That is iced coffee. Have an exit strategy. In Florida, we currently have about 25 dangerous heat days per year. And at some point, we all hit a wall. At least I do. So you might too. It's usually right around the end of September when everyone else around the country is transitioning into their fall. You'll see social media posts from your friends in the north. They have on their knit cardigans and brand new boots, bragging about leaving their windows open. You see leaves blowing around in the background. And in that moment, you just know that their whole house smells like that candle called Sweater Weather by Bath & Body Works. It's gonna be 95 degrees here still. and you're gonna develop a terrible case of FOMO. During those moments, it's good to have an escape plan. I don't mean that you should move away from Florida. Definitely go visit some of the cooler parts of the country when it feels like it's just been a little too hot for a little too long. Make a list of all the places you want to visit and then plan to explore them when you just need a break from the Florida heat for a few days. I think it's normal for people to be nervous about the Florida heat, but just remember, it does eventually start to cool down, especially here in Northeast Florida. The summers are hot, but they are definitely doable, and your life doesn't have to stop during the summer months. Sunny days ahead, everyone. And remember, if you're looking for a home in the Jacksonville area, I'm here to make sure you have an easy transition into Florida life that'll have you cruising through your first summer like a pro. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Elizabeth Talks Jacksonville. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. And if you're interested in home trends, real estate in general, and life in the Jacksonville area, I hope you'll consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, Elizabeth Talks Jacksonville. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, or find more information by checking my link tree down below. Until next time, happy house hunting.